Hello and Happy New Year, Machinist Union members and our allies in OA movement. Welcome back to a new year of your weekly 141 report. And I'm your host, Dave Lehigh, the communications representative for District Lodge 141. Our conversation topic brings you this week to Dulles International Airport in Virginia, as we have a conversation with 3 United Airlines Grievance Committee members. We will speak with United Airlines Ramp Grievance Committee man, Bill Hoover, Grievance Committee Secretary, Brother Bill Peer, and Customer Service Committee person, Sister Sherry Curtis. The 3 of them will brief us about the membership they represent and the work that they do. Join us as we discuss this and other topics. All of this and more as our 141 report starts now. Good morning, sister and brothers. How are you today?
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Dave.
Well, as this interview gets started, please introduce yourselves and tell the viewers about your work history, when you got started in the airlines. Tell us about your history as an IAM member and the positions that you've held. Sister Sherry, why don't you please go first?
Okay. Hi, Dave. Good morning. Sherry Curtis out of Locals Lodge 1759, Dulles Airport. And I've been with United Airlines, started my career in March 1990 in reservations in Washington, D.C. here, and moved over to Dulles Airport in December of 1991. Became a shop steward in 1999 when customer service became a part of the IAM union, and moved over to committee for customer service in 2019. And held positions over at the local lodge as trustee for about 6 years, and represent about 800 CSRs here at Dulles Airport, and about 25 shop stewards that I have on board right now in 2022.
All right. Wow. Okay. Brother Hoover, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do?
So my name is Bill Hoover. I'm the ramp committee person. I hired on in 1991, May of 91. I became a shop steward probably somewhere around 2000. I took office in 2005. Been in and out of office, holding the position of ramp committee person from 2005 on and off through until now. Local lodge positions, I've held trustee, conductor sentinel, and I believe the committee chair, or not committee chair, but building committee chair.
Oh, okay. All right. I like how you guys are always so active, your lodge. I mean, you as members, you stay completely active in different positions, and I think that's really great. Brother Bill, you've got quite a career yourself. Why don't you tell the viewers about yourself?
I started with United in 2008. 2012, I became a shop steward. And 2015, I stepped up to become the grievance committee chair here, which oversees Dulles and DCA. And in 2017, I became the secretary treasurer of Local Lodge 1759, and currently I'm serving on the executive board of the Virginia Machinist Council.
So I know the 3 of you have been very involved over the years. You've had training. So why don't you guys tell me about the training that you guys have had yourselves, personal training, to help you in your career. So Sherry, what did you do in training wise, moving up in the Machinist Union?
I've attended whip and senior training, which is very excellent training, leadership 1 and 2. So hopefully with Corona slowing down, I'll be able to attend leadership 3 sometime this year. And I'd like to also attend some EAP courses. Local shop steward training held by Matt McGovern was very excellent every year. Go through that. And it helps me and my stewards
Okay.
progress in our careers.
That Leadership 3 class is great. You're going to enjoy it. It's really
And I'm
good.
looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, okay. Brother Hoover, how about yourself?
So I as well have been the Whip and Singer, Leadership 1 and 2. It's taken me a few years in between, unfortunately. Hopefully I can get back to taking some more classes there. I've went through max training courses as far as shop steward training and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, and then we've had stuff at conferences as well too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Brother Pierre, how about yourself?
Yeah, so I've been to the Wisp Singer Center as well. I've taken all the leadership classes. I've taken EAP 1, 2, and 3. And also when I became treasurer, I was sent back there to take the treasurer's course there as well. And as you mentioned earlier, actually, when we do go to our conferences, we always do have breakout sessions, whether it's through District 141, the Transportation Conference, the Grand Lodge Conference. We always learn something, take something back to the membership from those conferences.
Yeah, always so useful. I love how you're taking EAP courses. That is really vital. It's great that our members in committee capacity have some experience on that, because they can understand when they work with the EAP reps, understand, and they can help identify the situations that happen too. So that's really good training to have in your toolbox. Okay, so talking about local training, when you guys have local training, you guys do it right there at the local hall, right? I mean, it looks like you guys got a fairly big hall right there for the members. How often do you guys have training? Do you guys do it once a year or something like that?
It's yearly training, yes. Each time we get stewards in, we either put them through an advanced steward training or initiation training for the first year for some of our newer guys.
Okay, so speaking about the stewards, I know Sherry mentioned a little bit about, I think she said 25. What are we talking about altogether with all the groups that we have on the property? What do you think we have total wise?
So I would say between ramp and CS, this year, actually Barb Martin, the chair, she's going through and taking all of the nominations, and we're going through that process right now. And we spoke to her yesterday, and we're looking at about 75 between ramp and CS this year. And also at DCA, we're having a lot of activity there. We're probably looking at about a smaller work group, but probably about 5 upstairs and 5 downstairs as well. And training with District 141 tentatively is scheduled the week of February the 7th.
Yeah, you have so many people that are coming new on the property. I mean, that training is so vital. So that was great to hear that that's going to be happening. So how many people on customer service side? You have what, 700? How many people you have?
Approximately 800.
800. Okay. And Bill Hoover, how about on your side on the ramp? What are we talking?
So we're probably closing in around 900 again. We were up to a little over 1,000, but a lot of people retired, so it's left us.
Yeah. And how many people have you guys hired over the past few months? I know there's been a lot of hiring going on.
Absolutely. And customer service since the end of October, beginning of November, we've probably had about 125, 150 new hires
Wow.
come through our doors.
Yeah.
And
That's
we
a
have
lot.
every week through the next.
That's a lot of new people to start bringing them in. A lot of them don't know what unions are. So it's going to be an
Absolutely.
education process there. And talking to those members and introducing them, having them come to the local hall and getting involved. So that's going to be some work on your part, but I'm sure you guys are going to get it done. With working in a large station like Dulles, I'm sure that, grievances do happen from time to time that got to get elevated. So in District Lodge 141, we have our AGCs. Who do you guys work with on the ramp and in customer service?
Customer service, we have Rich Creighton.
Okay.
And the ramp, we have Mike Siscon.
Okay. All right. Now you guys have some stores people there as well too, and stores is involved. And who's the AGC assigned to stores then?
So I'm glad you mentioned that, Dave. Actually, Joe Bart is our AGC at stores.
Okay.
And probably about 2 years ago, we expanded our committee to not only include a ramp person, CS committee person, but also to a stores committee person, which currently is Alex Cervantes. And
awesome.
I tell you what, Joe Bartz has been outstanding in getting him up and running and starting that position and helping him out and grow over the last few years.
How many people we talking in stores? I know stores isn't really that large there.
Yeah, currently they're about 35 to 40, and they had a few of the early outs, and they're looking to hire a few more folks as well.
Okay. Now, you did mention Barb Martin. Barb Martin plays a critical role in Local 1759. She is an extremely busy person. She's also your committee chair, and she's also involved in District Lodge 141. So you guys have a really good ally right there on the property at all times. You've got a District 141 vice president. How's that work out with you guys?
Works out really well. She's a wealth of information. She's real busy, Vice President East. She's participating in our negotiations presently.
Yeah.
So we'll see her in and out. She's going to be very busy these next few
Oh
months.
yeah.
And
Yep,
we're glad
definitely.
to have her in our corner. She's a wealth of information.
You guys have a great person there, so it's great having Barb on the team. So speaking about negotiations, when we had the recent proposals that went out, well, how was your feeling? Did you feel that a lot of your members put in proposals? What did you guys do to encourage people to get the proposals in?
So we went break room to break room, which is our normal way of communicating with a lot of people. Put out some emails as well, forwarded everything, all the links and stuff that we could, and then just did our best to encourage everybody to get involved. And this is their time to speak out and say what they need in this and want in this. We then followed back up, went through and asked people how many did.
Okay.
But we believe we got a good turnout, yes.
Yeah, I know President Clem was really looking for input from the members pertaining to language. We wanted to strengthen our language, and I'm hopefully that our members were going to do that and get that information in. One other thing I want to ask you is, I know that the district came out with a mobile application with a QR code on there. Did you find that useful at all? Did the members find that useful, you believe?
I believe that was mixed. The young people actually, I think, did real well with that. Some of us antiques would prefer the old way. So it was good having it both ways. I think that made it easier for everybody.
Yeah, it was when we were at the conference a few months ago, when that conversation came up, there was a member, I believe it was from Newark, a young gal, and she's the one that requested that. And we did find that in certain stations that went over very well. I was just curious to see how it went over in Dulles. So before we close out this report, is there anything that you think we should discuss or mention about the union or membership, or is there anything that we might want to bring up about Dulles or the membership there?
As I mentioned earlier, Barb and I both oversee DCA as well as Dulles. So I don't want to forget to mention Brad Rogers and Eddie Davis, who do an outstanding job in this extension of our committee. And as Sherry mentioned earlier, we have Rich Creighton as our CS AGC, and he's also the AGC over at DCA.
Okay. All right. Anything else you guys want to make mention of before I finish up?
I think our goals locally here is, since we do have a lot of new people joining our ranks and files, is to get more involvement in our local lodge, get more people to attend meetings, see what we're all about, understand unions and why we're here and why we need the support of our unions and the brothers and sisters that bring up our rank and file.
Great. Just real quick, when do you guys have your union meetings? Is there, so our members that are watching from Dulles that may be new, but when do you guys conduct your meetings?
So it's the first Tuesday of every month, 4 p.m.
Okay.
And the third Tuesday of the month at noon. So we actually have 2 business meetings a year.
Yeah.
And
And one other thing I want to ask you, you guys actually have a pretty nice union office on the property. Where is that located? So our members in Dulles know where to find you guys. If, if you're on the property and you guys are working on something, where can they go?
So actually, we are downstairs at D11. Probably one of the best ways to actually get a hold of us is through our cell phones, which all of our cell phone numbers are posted on the union boards throughout the airport.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great facility though you guys have there. That is a really nice office setup.
Fortunate, yes.
Yeah, very, very fortunate. Well, this wraps up this year's first 141 report. I want to thank the three of you for coming on today and talking about Dulles. I really do appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Dave.
Thanks,
Dave.
Dave. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, before we close out, we want to make a special shout out to JetBlue Ground Ops by reminding them to start off the year right. Renew your IAM authorization card and remember to ask your coworkers to sign an IAM A card as soon as possible. We'll see you all next week. Bye for now.